Nice. Looks like we're all working. Yep, just me. This time I'm flying solo and playing Factorio. So, yeah. Never actually beat the game. I've only ever, you know, got far in it. Kind of, my attention span does tend to waver a bit sometimes, unfortunately, but hopefully this time can actually play through a decent chunk and maybe make this kind of a series. Of course, I still need to, you know, make actual announcements and a schedule. Heck, I'm talking to no one right now. Anyways, yeah, we'll be doing this. Alright, cool. Now that that stuff is taken care of, let's actually start up a game. I don't really like to turn off the enemies just to have a peaceful run, but we'll actually just go with a standard playthrough this time around. Not really gonna change any of the settings. As much as I love peaceful mode. Screw it, in we go. As you can see, our spaceship has crashed, and we are now stuck on this alien planet. This is the Factorio Freeplay. Your task is to launch a rocket into space. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small. Work your way up with automation. And don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. That part might be a bit important. And here we are. Across spaceship, middle of nowhere. Fun times. I'm just gonna quickly create a save here. Alright. Myself. This is all the stuff we can craft here. It'll fill out a bit more once we unlock some of the crafting. For now, we're stuck with a burner mining drill, a stone furnace, and a piece of wood. So we're gonna have to make the best use of that. I don't really need to put that anywhere. Oh, and may as well change myself to green. There we are. Alright, let's salvage what we can of our spaceship. Usually pretty slow going to start off with. But yeah, the basics were essentially just we're gonna have to gather some iron, some copper, some coal, and maybe some stone? It's usually useful, but not as useful as the other three. Let me just make sure everything streaming is good. seems all is mostly well. Alright, cool. Gonna continue playing then. Alright, from the looks of things, there's an enemy camp down there. We won't deal with them yet. Some copper, stone, coal, and iron. Looks like we'll mostly be setting up over here. Might be a bit hard to defend from those guys once they start attacking, but for now, it's the best. Let's see. Alright, we're just gonna gather a bit of wood here. Don't need all of this forest. I think that's decent enough. We're gonna need some coal. Oh, already. Brain's being dumb. Whatever. Alright. I want you mining coal. Of course, you need fuel, so we're just gonna... Wait. I am misremembering the controls. Bear with me. So you just left click it. That will now produce coal. I think, yeah, if you hold F, you'll automatically pick things up. Go ahead and put that in here to fuel it. For now, we might want to just make like a basic chest to put the coal in. Just that way we don't have to continually pick it up. Stone actually is pretty useful. I think we can use it to get some more mining drills to start off with, and probably some furnaces, which will also be a bit important. I think we need about 8. It's been a while, so I don't know the exact math on everything. 5 for a stone furnace. What do we need for a burning mining drill? Right, we need some more iron. Okay. The good news is that even though that says it requires iron gear wheels, as long as you have the raw materials and the method to craft it, then you should be able to just craft it outright. Of course, crafting can take a while, especially for certain items, but for now it's better than nothing. We might want to cut a path through this forest here. I like nature and all, but sometimes it hinders progress. Ah, right, that's gonna be another issue, is we're gonna have to smelt all this iron. Also, I hope the Factorio music works. I enjoy it. Here, put some iron ore in you, a bit of coal, get some more plates. So for gear wheels, that's 2 plates each. Well, I guess we can just look down there. Literally just need 1 more plate. There we go. That should automatically hook us up with another mining drill. Which may as well just stick it in here for now. Of course, we do need a bit more coal, so another back and forth for the time being. Maybe clear a better path here. We're not doing mass deforestation, just minor deforestation. I guess technically we could also use all this wood we're gathering, but it might be useful later. Alright, you ran out of coal, so we're gonna put more coal in you. Seems like we can get a chunk of coal per coal. a bit exhausted. I did wake up earlier. Probably not the best time to wake up at, but well. We'll just gather some copper while we're reading. Probably gather some stone, actually. Alright. That's a good amount of coal for now, so let's head back over. We will slowly automate this process so as to make it less cumbersome having to run back and forth just to get fuel in. Right, that's another thing. We need fuel for the furnace. Everything requires fuel. Okay. Oh, we have plenty of iron plates. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to automate is the coal miner, because as great as it is, eventually it's going to wear out, and that might be a bit annoying. So, we're going to make a burner inserter. Basically, it will grab any item in front of it, but it runs off of coal. The good news is if you have it pulling coal, then it'll just feed itself. Alright, so what do I want to do here? I want this to output coal, but I don't want it to get stuck, so I might need a second one. And probably some transport pellets. Which will actually be pretty important. Alright. Like I said, we can come up with a better setup some other time, but for now, we just need to get started. So, we should get a small stockpile of coal here because this is a little too slow to grab coal, luckily. So when that needs coal, it'll grab it. When this needs coal, it will grab it. When this needs coal, it will grab it. And if there's coal free, it will finally put it in the box for us. Ran out of coal because it couldn't grab anything. There we go. Now it's finally grabbing coal. Probably could have done that better, actually. Furnace is still running. Alright, we probably want a few more drills here. So we're going to need some more iron plates. Probably bring some coal over just to refresh it. Oh, I already had plenty of coal. Alright. Yep, just a nice, calm, relaxing start. Everyone knows the first thing you do when you crash on an alien planet is to set up a factory. Alright, this is finally ran out of coal, so we'll put some more in. And we'll put the remainder in here. 37 iron plates, that should be a decent amount. Okay. Now we're gonna get a drill for here. To work with. Alright, I think we might... Yeah, I think we might expand the conveyor belt, just so this is now being covered with coal. It's gonna look a bit ugly, but it's just to get everything up and running. Need 2 burner inserters. So you can start grabbing coal, and you can start grabbing coal. Boom. Eventually, we're gonna not produce enough coal to run all of these machines, but I think we should be fine for now. But yeah, that should be getting us some fresh stone, which we can use for furnaces. Alright, I think we will want a few more burner mining drills so we can amp up iron production a bit more. So we're gonna need more iron for that. Need iron to make iron to get iron. This is why we're gonna want to automate all this in the future. Still doing decent on coal, so we're going to make another burner mining drill. I should probably make another furnace, actually. Simple back and forth. Not much to worry about. Alright. Another one. Still continue for the coal. Kind of hard to be efficient if you keep forgetting every step. Just gonna take some of that. I think there's a way of seeing the contents of each thing, but I have to look up the controls later. Okay. I think what we actually might want to do is now start bringing the conveyor belt over so we can get more, so we can automate this process. So we can potentially line up more miners and furnaces. Just amp up production a bit. Of course, that's going to require a lot of iron. We are going to have to space this out just so we can get some... Well, actually, I suppose for now it's going to be pretty basic. We can just have a burner insert here to grab and put into here. We don't really need to take anything out of these quite yet. Nice and smooth. How are all 0 of my live viewers doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I did implement a way for chat to pop up on the screen. You can probably see my test message there. In case you were wondering about that, but now I should be able to see your guys' comments. Or, well, I guess I could always see your comments. Now you can see your own comments. Pretty simple. Alright, we need more iron. So you can make more conveyor belts. Just a simple bit of deforestation, and we have progress. Of course, it's not enough, but we may as well grab some coal while we're here. Yep, because these have just run out. Actually still have a decent amount of coal in there. I'll just put the remaining in here then. Who put these trees here? We don't do nature here. Just enough. So this should slowly feed coal all the way over here. Of course, we're going to need a few more inserters, which requires more iron. Iron's pretty much useful for everything, in case you couldn't tell. There we go. This should now be automated. It's just a question of whether we can produce enough coal to fuel it all. Which I'm gonna guess no, so we should probably ramp up coal production next. I probably don't want to do that. Yeah, let's go ramp up coal production just so we can keep this little bit of automation going. Would be fairly important. Actually, while I'm here, that's... I don't know if that's bugging you, but that's bugging me slightly. So we're just gonna cook up a bit of copper. Need more iron. Iron is very important. Of course, we should probably make a belt that leads iron back over there. But I probably want to come up with an idea of where we want the main factory to be. Where we want all the outputs to input. But now we can get a repair kit so I can finally repair this from accidentally shooting it. I mean, you all saw it had a weapon. It's coming straight for me. Alright. Oh yeah, we don't have enough coal production now, so we really need to ramp things up. Okay. Probably gonna move this over slightly. Get a few more belts. gonna reverse this. This should still feed into there. Oh, right. That would be important. Alright, we do have a bit of coal to work with here, luckily. Alright, that should slowly feed itself and provide output, which will then go up on here onto the conveyor belt. Actually, while we're at it, we no longer need this burner here. So, probably just adjust this. Probably don't want this taking everything, though. We'll just let it collect up for now. We don't really need a... We should be able to produce enough coal to where this whole conveyor belt system will slowly fill up. And we won't have as much of an issue. Probably even speed up the process by putting down more burner mining joules, but I don't think we fully need that yet. So, we'll just go with what we have for now. And this should hopefully still be running. Yeah, a lot more iron to work with. I guess the next best thing would be to ramp up iron production so we can lead this back. Maybe have this area over here maybe be the factory. Just because this area is too forested. And I don't really want to cut down every tree. That seems a bit excessive even for me. Excuse me. Since we're going to work on that, we should probably work on leading the iron over. How do I want to do this? Okay, I think we're gonna have to move the furnaces over. That's gonna be the main solution there. Probably gonna set up the furnaces. Maybe not there. I probably still want to set up back over here. But that's gonna be a long way back, even with all those conveyor belts. But we may as well get started for now. No time like the present. While I'm at it, may as well set up one more production thing. Just so we have a bit more iron to work with. Conveyor belts, and yeah, we're gonna need to slowly lead this back over. So, may as well just do this for now. Need a bit more iron. This is kind of why iron production is pretty important to get up so early. We will eventually need copper. That's going to be pretty important, but for now we're mainly ignoring it because we don't exactly need it. But it will become important. Need this over. We're going to have you drop down a bit. Need a few more. Full production's still going strong, it looks like. This might also be important because it looks like the furnaces cook iron a bit quicker than the mining drills mine. So we probably want to set up a scenario where we have more drills than furnaces, that way we can maximize efficiency. Like I said, I'm just doing this because we have an early setup. We need the iron plates right now, so may as well make them right where they are gathered. Make it a bit easier on us. Speaking of which, we could probably afford one more drill. We do have 4 drills mining up coal, and we are establishing a backlog, it looks like. And if it does slowly deteriorate, we can just add more. Just a bit more iron production, just because of how important it is, especially early on. Oh yeah, and these won't just infinitely stack. They do have a limit, as you can see by the wood. It's normally 100, but in the case of the stone, it's 50. Kind of item dependent, but usually for raw resources, it's 100. A bit more transport belts. So we're soon going to be transporting all of this iron ore over to an actual factory. I probably want to expand this, so we're just going to go around it for now. Eventually there will be a better way of bypassing all of this, but we don't have the capabilities at the moment, so just going to go around. Yeah, that's probably far enough. Alright. And this will be our factory. So, may as well set up some furnaces to start us off with. So, iron ore is going to be coming through here. Let's see. Where do we want the iron feeding into? Sorry, I'm just trying to plan my factory out in advance a bit, just because if you don't plan out, it starts to get pretty messy. So we gotta have iron ore coming out, but we want iron plates going somewhere. We also have to keep in mind that we need coal to fill all of this. So we either need to work on 2 conveyor belts, or I think there's a trick I can use that might help us out. Well, we only need 1 line, but for now, let's see. Could have a double thing of furnaces. Furnace here, maybe a line in the middle to go out, but then we need that line to go either around this way or that way, so we need the output. Kind of want to expand. No, I only have the basic inserters at the moment. Can't exactly do much with that. Alright, well, we don't entirely have the resources we need, so we're just going to go with a pretty basic setup, honestly. Single wide. Iron ore comes down here. Oh, we're nearly out of iron, speaking of which. Iron ore comes down here. We're also going to maybe put coal on here. Surprise, surprise. So it should all feed into here. Then we need the iron plates to come out. Come out this way. I have an inserter to collect it. And a box to put it in. Alright, let's go gather a bit more iron to work with. As you can see, our coal backlog is working pretty well. Oh yeah, a lot more iron plates to work with. This should definitely finish us off. Let me double check on you guys. I hope the stream's still working pretty well. Seems to be. Seems like everything's fine running. Of course, there's no one actually viewing, but you guys have busy schedules. And I'm not that important yet. Anyways, back to the factory. I think we're good to start having the iron go up here, so we can disable all of this here. So that should now slowly feed out that way. We have iron on this side, we need coal on the other side. So I might just do a bit of a tricky thing here. So we have iron on the outside. We have coal on this side. We easily have coal grabbed and put onto here. Yeah, sure. Wait, I have a solution. Alright, so iron will go on this way, then we just need coal to go on this way. Just out of curiosity. It's always good to have a few transport belts for when you need them. I should just be able to do this, do that. It's probably a more efficient way, but boom, and now we have coal on one side and iron on the other. That way, we can't accidentally fill up one line with only iron and not have all the coal we need. So now that that's running, this should be able to grab the coal and the iron to put it into the furnace. So we'll go ahead and line that up. Issue is, this clearly isn't working fast enough, so we might honestly just need another one. Maybe a third for good measure. Doesn't hurt. There we go. Hopefully these don't run out of coal before we get stocked up. Okay, looks like we have a steady supply of coal. This should now all be mining. Be able to grab the coal out. The only question is whether these are gonna be able to grab coal out of the furnace. Let's see. Here, let me help you out. No, so these will need to be supplied with coal. It's already out. Huh. Yeah, something for later. For now, I guess we'll just put it all into separate boxes, which is pretty unfortunate. Oh, wait, that's not even gonna work. Okay, I think now is the time to work on copper. Because for now, we have everything running off of coal. And I mean everything. So what we need to do is we need to find a way to make electricity That way we can use these regular inserters, which run off of electricity instead of coal. That way, instead of having to have these grab coal off of here to feed themselves, they can just grab from the power grid. So for electricity, we're going to need steam engines and boilers, and most importantly, a source of water. Now we can either go down here, this little lake here, but it is a bit close to the aliens, or we can go up here to lands unexplored. Judging from these cliff faces, it would be a lot easier to defend, so I think I'm going to go scout up here for a bit while the factory more or less runs itself. Although before I go, we're just going to set up a cheeky copper production just to get this started. And maybe one more drill for coal, just to be safe. Alright, let's go explore up here. See how safe this area is. Because eventually the aliens will come for us. What's the best way? This is the pollution we've been producing, running all of these furnaces and drills. When this pollution eventually reaches the aliens, well, they're gonna get very upset. Stuff like forests will naturally consume the pollution, so it's not spreading as much over here on the east, but over in the west, there's not a lot to absorb it. So eventually they're gonna get angry and come for us, but for now we have a bit of time to work with, so we're just gonna ignore the problem. Hopefully you guys can see pretty well, it is rather dark. Stone to work with here. Surprised, there's not very many aliens around. It's mostly just that one nest down in the southwest. Right over here. Looking pretty empty. Alright, I think we're gonna secure this lake. Just because if you look on the map here, there's quite a few of these cliff faces which are completely impassable. And the aliens have no way of destroying them, so we're just gonna use that as a natural part of our defense. And we're just gonna gather all the water from here. So, what we need for water. We need engines, a boiler, and some pipes. Is that all we need? Oh yeah, an offshore pump. That would be pretty important in order to actually pump the water. Alright. Go ahead and pump the water from here. Make a few pipes to work with. Make that a bit easy for us. Then we're going to want, let's see, a boiler and then the steam engine to actually convert that steam into power. So, generates 60 steam. This consumes 30 steam. So we should be able to get 2 steam engines per boiler, it looks like. So may as well start off with pretty simple. we'll set it up this way. And the steam engines go here. And that's a new symbol. We'll get to that later, but for now, I don't know if you noticed, but we have no way of running the boiler, because guess what? It needs coal! And even if we transvert that to electricity, well, we can't exactly do anything with that yet. So what that means is we're going to need a coal line all the way from down here to up here. I think the simplest thing would just be to cut from the iron coal line here and just bring that up here. Probably going to be our best bet for now. So I'll go ahead and make a few more transport belts of our remaining iron. And let's slowly work on a line up here. Nature, you always know how to get in the way. There we go. Burner inserter to grab the coal from up here. Might have to do the same thing we did with the furnaces and maybe have 2 more just to make sure we have enough iron coming up here. I think probably just make it go this way. Oh, interesting. Alright. Burner inserter up here. I should slowly grab coal to feed into these. And that should now produce electricity. What this symbol means is that they're not connected to the electricity grid. Granted, we don't have anything that runs off electricity at the moment, but we can fix that. We're going to need these small electric poles in order to actually have a grid. This pretty much are the conveyor belts for electricity. And as you can see, we need copper. Copper is very vital for electronics, which we've not been using up until now. Which is why I set this up earlier. It is full. Alright. This also uses wood, so all this wood is important, although we probably won't ever use all of this wood. It's a little much even for me. Alright. This can go a certain way. Alright, so this blue barrier around here pretty much indicates what's connected to the electricity. That means what it's pulling from and what it's giving to. Hey there, Elder Barbar. Hope this is pretty fun for you. It is Factorio, so it might not be too exciting at the moment. So this shows where electricity is able to be pulled from and given to. You can connect these up further away than what the electricity can supply. But after a while, it will break just because it's not long enough. Yeah. Well, good to hear you made the stream, Elder. Hope it's pretty exciting. Or at least entertaining enough. We started a new game of Factorio. It's been going pretty well. Very basic setup. We're just now getting electricity. So, should be pretty fun. Maybe I want to feed the lines over here, actually. I think if you hold down, it should automatically go the maximum distance. Yeah, like this. now we have electricity over in this area. The question is, what do we do with it? Well, these electric mining drills run off of electricity instead of coal, which would definitely help with our rampant coal production. It also produces slightly less pollution, which it's getting a little scary. Not too scary, but a little. So, may as well gather some of that. Oh yeah, these are full up on iron. So gather all the iron from here. And let's get some electric mining drills. These also work faster than the burner mining drills. They also mine from a larger area, and oh, right, because it works faster, so you naturally get more from it. So we're going to slowly phase out our drills with these, and also see how we're doing on electricity overall, if we're going to be producing more than we're using. So, high pollution. Pollution normally doesn't matter too much, but the aliens, well, pollution pisses them off. So once pollution reaches them, they're going to get pretty agitated and come to eat our factory in retaliation. The more pollution you produce, the more angry they're going to get, and they might even start to evolve. So high pollution angers the aliens. So, kind of want to avoid producing too much pollution, but it's kind of unavoidable for the time being. So for now, we're just going to ignore the impending doom. Oh, right, mining drills. Alright, since these produce more, we probably don't need as many, so I'm only going to place 3 here. Oh, these are placing all their coal over. Just pick that up real quick. Alright. As you can see, these run off of electricity. So we're going to go ahead and hook them up to our electric grid. So if we right-click on these poles, or left-click, sorry, we should be able to see our electricity. As you can see, this is our electricity production, and this is our satisfaction. We're producing way more electricity than we need at the moment, but we don't exactly reduce what we have. It's pretty self-sustaining. So now that that's running off of electricity, I think it's time to make the furnaces, and I think it's time to replace all the inserters with electric inserters. As you can see, crafting is starting to take a while, but for the time being, we don't have a means of automating that, so we're doing everything by hand. Pollution's still going pretty well. I think we still have like 6, maybe 7 tiles before it gets there. I think we'll start worrying about it once it's like 3 tiles away. Alright, so these run off of electricity instead of coal, so we shouldn't be using as much coal, which also means we shouldn't be using as much pollution. Well, I don't really see where you see that. They also work a bit faster. Okay. I forget what the commands are for switching these. We'll just run with manually selecting each one. Alright. Connect that up. Now have these over here, although we probably don't need as many. Alright, let's go get this running off electricity. I'm really gonna need 2 drills over here, just because these are twice as fast. that also means we don't need all of this coal here. So we should probably cut that off. We won't actually replace these burner inserters because you can easily have a problem where if you're using too much electricity than you're producing, and the thing that feeds your electric grid runs off electricity, if you run out of electricity, then you're gonna stop producing electricity rather than just running on mineral resources. So as much as I hate it, these are gonna run off of coal for the time being. Maybe we can put in a dummy-proof system later. Alright, we should probably hook this up. Alright, we don't need all this coal here. You know what? I'll have one more electric mining drill over here. That's pollution. Pollution's still good. Neat. Alright. So now it's time to resolve the furnaces. Because originally I wanted these to output onto here, but I had to supply them with coal, and obviously they can't really, well, maybe not so obvious, but they don't pull coal from the smelters. So now that we have electricity, this should make this a lot easier. There, you there. Up. Alright. I'm gonna make those run off electricity as well. See, the issue is if I put a line over here, it's not enough to cover over here. We're gonna do this for now. Maybe put a line over here. Oh yeah, you can definitely spend a lot of hours just refitting your base, making everything far more efficient, or at least pleasing to look at. You can easily get lost, and that's not even mentioning growing the factory. Which there are quite a lot of memes of. Alright, so now this is producing a lot of iron plates for us, but it's a little slow going, but it's fine for now. Because these will slowly fill up, this will slowly fill up. We'll have a constant production. All will be well. Alright. We should probably automate the copper while we're at it. Maybe just for funsies. Have a similar line down here. We'll need to start pulling coal from here, but that's going to be pretty easy. Actually, we could probably do sort of similar setup what I did last time. Like that. Pull coal from there, we can pull copper from here. Get rid of you for now. I figured this out. Let's get 3 drills. Yeah, crafting starts to take a while after a moment. There is a way of making that faster, as I said, or automating it, but for now, that's what we're working with. Oh, need more conveyor belts. You always need more conveyor belts. Alright, then we need this over here. My voice. Talking more than I'm used to. Alright, we have a copper and coal line. Just feed that behind here and we should be good. And we should probably get some more inserters. Let's stock back up on copper, or iron. Make a ton more of those. Boom, we're now producing copper plates automatically. They're all being fed into here. So all is well. I'm gonna take that. Alright, so we have a steady supply of copper and iron. We're still fine with the aliens for now, but that's becoming a bit of a concern, I'll be honest. What do we work on next? How's the power grid doing? We're not even using half of our electricity yet. Okay. So we have automated iron production, we've got automated copper production. Okay. Alright, I think now is the time where we start on research. In case you've been wondering what this press T to start a new research is, we're going to need some labs for that. Which, that's going to take a while to craft. Okay, everything's running pretty smoothly right now. Plenty of stone, which we're not exactly using at the moment. We should probably maybe set up a smeltery for stone in the future, but nah. Oh, we're actually producing this. Neat. I guess it doesn't entirely matter where we put it to begin with. We will want a dedicated science area later, but for now I'm just going to stick it here. So, these research labs, we need to give it science packs. It'll slowly consume them and produce research for us. For now, we're going to have to manually craft these, which we're going to need a lot more copper. And if we hit T, this is the research tree. Oh, a partial amount of it. These are the researchers, this is the technology we can research to begin with. These are technologies we can research later. And these unlock new things for us. Automation will allow us to actually automatically start assembling items, which is very important in the future. But for now, there might be more important items. Long-handed inserter, optics so we can have lights, gun turrets. We're going to want this before the aliens attack. Walls, also going to be important. More guns. Better conveyor belts. We can now make them go underground or even split. Steel processing and other research. It starts to get more exponentially harder, essentially. But for now, I'm starting to get worried about the aliens. So we're going to get some turrets. So we need 10 research packs. Why not produce 20? As you can see, they take a while to craft. Yeah. Go ahead and pop one in here so we're a bit more efficient. It goes relatively quickly to begin with, but it does take a while. Yeah, this is why automation is important, so you can get technology running automatically. For now, I want to stop the alien threat before it becomes a threat. Actually, thinking about it, automation might be the first thing we want to go for. Ah well. Boom, we've unlocked gun turrets. Nice. So yeah, I think we're gonna go for automation next, just so we can automate alien or science production. Do the aliens just Zerg rush you or have some kind of tactics? Well, for the time being, they'll mostly just Zerg rush you. They'll sort of gather a sizable force and then rush with that. Eventually, as they start to evolve, I wouldn't say they really develop tactics as they become harder to deal with. Eventually, they'll evolve into spitters, where they become ranged enemies, and they can damage quite a lot of your base that way. It's just, they'll slowly evolve over time the more you kill them. And they'll attack more and more the more pollution you produce. So, in a way, the more pollution you produce, the harder the aliens are going to be to deal with. Right, assembly machines. That's going to be important. So I don't have to manually craft all of this science. Oh yeah, we can craft gun turrets now. I'm actually going to craft a few. Gun turrets, I don't think actually run off of power. So long as they have bullets, they'll work automatically. So we're going to get them some bullets. Yep. Glad you could catch the stream, Elder. Automation is done. Don't have anything planned for the time being. This technology system unlocks more, but we don't exactly need anything yet. So let's go with logistics, just because underground transport belts are pretty nice. I'll make assembly machines and long-handed inserters. Well, those are fun. Long-handed inserters, well, they have a long reach. Simply put, inserters normally only grab from the tile behind them. Long-handed inserters grab from the tile 2 tiles behind them. So they'd grab from over here rather than from here. I believe they also insert 2 tiles away, but that's not too big of a deal for most machines. But pretty good if you want to have a separate copper line and a separate coal line. You can still technically feed them both. Of course, you might have a bit of trouble providing them with power, which is why usually a double line is pretty good. Oh, while we're at it, let's grab some more copper and iron. Can never have too much of that stuff. And you can, but not for the time being. Oh yeah, more bullets. Oh yeah. And for now, I'm just gonna do basic defense. Because the aliens are down here, they're probably gonna come from down here, so we're just gonna provide these with some bullets. You can have... I want to give you 20 bullets, actually. There we go. Those will cover the green areas there, so if any aliens show up, they'll be able to shoot at them. And that should be pretty good for now. We can ignore the aliens for a bit longer until they start attacking. You know, funnily enough, there's actually quite a few cliffs surrounding this area. We might eventually want to push out and secure this area so we have less to defend. But that's for the future. Right, automation. So, assembly machines. They will automatically craft everything you can craft here for you. Why would you want to do that? Well, I don't know if you noticed, but science takes a while to craft, and I don't want to spend my entire time crafting science packs. So, we're going to get machines to do that for us. Of course, I'm going to let this batch go just so I can get logistics, because that's going to be pretty important for us coming up. And actually, while this is all just crafting, I'm going to go disappear and use the bathroom. Still no BRB screen, but I'm just going to go disappear. Pretty simple. Oh, that's the wrong one. I am a genius. Alright, I am back. There we go. Trying to check on everything, make sure everything's running well. Yeah, looks like we're still good. Alright, science. Get logistics. Anyways, back where we were, let's get some assembly machines. Sure, we'll go for all 4. These also take a while to craft. Technically, we could automate the production of the automation machines. I think we will have to at some point, but yeah. Alright, where do we want the automation line? Let's put it up here. And we're gonna put you here. Alright, so we need to supply these with power. We can select any recipe we want. So we want to go for ready research. Boom! A slight issue. I don't know if you noticed, but that requires iron gear wheels. Which means that I would have to manually craft iron gear wheels and put it into here. I don't want to do that. So instead, we're going to also automate the production of iron gear wheels, which just requires iron plates. So we're going to start with that. So we need to supply this with iron. So we need to find a way to bring this up over here, supply this. Of course, I also want to expand the factory a bit in the coming future, so I might do a bit of planning here, because I kind of want this to be double wide. Send those over here. So resources are going this way. Honestly, move the boxes. We have these running here. See, these will also need coal. So I don't want to get too close to them. We're gonna have power lines there, so probably about there-ish. We'll do something like that. We're going to need quite a bit more iron. A nice iron line here. Of course, as we start to produce more and more, we probably want to expand these. So we might want to have a direction to expand ongoing. Could either expand upwards or leftwards. I think upward is our best bet. Yeah, we can have an input on the left, output on the right. So, output goes there, input goes here. Is that where I want? I think I'm going to want this and that. So that should grab from there, and that should... There we go. Alright. I should put it there. So since we want iron here... Pretty simple, but boom. We need 5 more science packs. Okay, hook that all up. Electricity is still running decent. So now we just need to supply this with iron gears. Actually, while I'm at it, let me check the controls here. there we go. This shows what's in everything. I make it a bit simpler to see, but yeah. Iron gear wheels go here. We need iron to go there, so we don't need that at the time being. And same for that. So I'm probably still just gonna put like, probably a chest here. Just to grab some resources, but I am gonna now limit it to just one there and one there. Just that way we're not putting too much into these boxes. I don't want them to prioritize the boxes, I want them to prioritize what I'm feeding them into. So this is now producing iron gear wheels. We're gonna expand out this way, so now we're gonna put in one of these over here. So I want the output to be that way, so there, there, there. We're gonna produce automation. Okay. We're also gonna hand these packs off so I can finish off logistics and get what I need for this. Alright. Actually, it's not for now. So this is why underground belts are important, because otherwise there's no real way of getting this to cross over, unless you want to do some weird science with the long-handed inserters. For now, we'll just pretend that we're going to have an output here. Gonna lead up to there. Oh, logistics is done. Nice. Alright, I'm actually gonna work on walls next, but we're not gonna worry about the science packs for now. We're gonna worry about producing science packs. So, gear wheels. That defeating that. Oh, right. I can show you. So now I can produce these underground belts. I'm also gonna need some more transport belts while I'm at it. So underground belts. As the name suggests, they go underground, meaning I can go under the current belts. If I hook it up here, this will now connect to there. I'm gonna do this, because I'm gonna feed this into here. Gonna need another pair of underground belts just to hook that all up. We don't need that many belts. Alright, so now if we hook this up here, that's connected. Although, there. Yep, that's the right way. Gear wheels go in, copper plates go in. Boom. Alright, get a few more inserters. In fact, we could probably replace where these go here. Those aren't important to us now. Alright. So that should now slowly feed everything into here. It'll produce the science. Slowly fill back up. We have science being produced. Now we just need to get it over here. Which is why underground belts are pretty important. And as you can see, it can very easily spaghettify your entire factory. Actually, I'm gonna move these over here. Alright. So I kind of just want to bring this over here directly, so I'm just gonna replace this with underground belts. There we go. Run that over all smooth like. Boom. We're now automatically producing science. We don't have to worry about manually crafting them now. So that is perfect. Of course, they're all going to line up here, and that's not going to get as many unless they pass by. I might just create like a little loop here. Just so that way they're kind of just constantly going around. So that way whenever one needs it, they can get it. Actually, I think this might be a fun time to show off the splitters. Okay. Alright, so what the splitters do is that for every one that goes in, or for every two that goes in, one is moved over to the other side. So it's an easy way to get to double up on both conveyor belts is just have a splitter here. Or if you need to grab some coal off the line. Like, I could probably just put a splitter here instead of using the inserter, but we don't really need to worry about that at the moment. Okay, that's not working as intended. Let's get some lights. Why not? Probably a better way of doing this, honestly. I don't think the splitter's really adding much here. Yeah, no, that's not really adding anything. We'll just ignore it for now. Alright, how are the aliens? They're still very far away. Now produce walls. Alright, well, honestly, I think I'm gonna work on setting up a line of defense for when the aliens inevitably come over. So for that, we probably want something that automatically produces bullets, a conveyor belt that runs to each turret. Maybe we can automate turret production. How difficult is that? Not too difficult. We'll hold off for now. We can manually craft those. Optics are done. And get us some better guns. Why not? Oh, we definitely want to produce walls. So all that stone's now going to be important. Which means we probably want another line of furnaces. We can just have it over here. That's slowly producing stone. It might get a bit crowded here. give me steel processing. Why not? Okay. So we want a line there. Want that to feed up into here. Sort of like that. This is where the splitters are important. Now we can do this. And now I don't need a pesky inserter to mess with that. Actually, while I'm down here. Oh wow. It takes a while to make those. Oh. I don't need to hold on to these. How do I drop these again? G. No. Cool. As you can see, we consume science faster than we produce it, so we could very easily just expand this, especially with the way I've set it up. But honestly, I think we're good on research for the time being. Alright, since I was down here. Alright. Mess that up slightly. It'll work itself out. It's not too much to interrupt it. Oh, splitter here. Neat. And back to what I was doing. Alright, those are now producing bricks, which we can use for walls. So we probably want to set up a assembly machine for all the bricks we're going to use. Yep, we're good to just set up for walls. And we're actually just going to put a box here because we don't need to drag walls anywhere. Okay, now we need to actually bring walls over. So underground belts can interfere with one another. If I put one here, suddenly this here is gonna start outputting to down here. But you can't put them sideways here. So I think if I do this, yeah, that'll be fine. You're gonna want a lot more iron. I'm gonna steal some off the line here. This is why I love underground belts. Now all those sweet bricks can go on this way. So we're now automating the production of walls. Should probably automate the production of bullets while we're at it. Probably be pretty important. Bullets, bullets, bullets. So that just needs iron plates. That's pretty simple, actually. Bullets go out there, iron plates go in there. Bundling of splitters. Boom. And I have a line going this way. We're now automatically producing bullets. We should probably try to feed our turret line. Oh, steel processing. Nice. Armor. Better axe. Better shooting stuff. Let's knock some of the easy stuff out now. Alright, so we have aliens here. Looks like there is a natural wall we can use here. So maybe we just wall up here. And then produce a wall slowly over here. I think that's going to be our best bet. Wall production's going to take a while. I want to expand that for a few more walls. Five more, why not? Take what we have for now. Probably will want to expand this in the future, but we're just going to set some walls here. We're going to move you behind the wall, or maybe we should have you in front of the wall. I want them to destroy the wall first. So put you behind the wall, that just seems smart. want the turrets to cover each other, just so that way if one's being attacked, another one can help out. 1, 2. Probably have... yeah, that way there's a bit more coverage. Well, we need more walls, so let's produce more walls. That might be a little excessive. Yeah. Okay, we clearly aren't producing nearly enough stone bricks for this. So what is holding us up here? Stone production. Well, that's pretty easy to fix. Need a lot more iron. Alright, I'm gonna set you to 2. Just because I still need quite a lot of iron. We're just gonna have 5 of these on hand. Just a bit of waiting. Alright. All this copper here is going to be a bit annoying. Yeah, we should be able to squeeze it. That should be giving us a lot more stone. Honestly, we could probably do with one more, but I think we're fine for now. Probably a way of working out the efficiency of all of this. Alright, stone. Essentially doubled our stone production. So, how are we doing wall-wise? Still not quite enough for as ambitious as this is. But we probably don't need that many. Pollution, still not that close. Probably a little too worried about the aliens, honestly. What's this? Oh, that's neat, but I don't have that. Alright. Let me get a few more turrets. I need more iron. Need iron for everything. We're just gonna steal some gears. Not using them. And of course, a lot more plates. Oh, hold on, what's this? Alright. More turrets. We need more bullets. Alright, turrets, turrets, turrets. Nice. Also, we're at that natural wall too. Alright, now that we have a gun line, should probably actually start feeding these with bullets automatically. That would be smart. And we need more iron as always. Kind of tempted just to increase iron production just so I have more, well, iron to steal. Alright. Probably do a thing where the bullets are also rotating, but for now, well, let's wait for the aliens to attack. This one probably won't see any action, but I kind of think it's funny. Let's get the bullets hooked up. Honestly, it might be safer with 2 more factories working on bullets, just in case. And in case things start to get a bit serious, we at least fall back on a bit more. Go. Bullets, bullets, wonderful bullets. How are the walls doing? Oh, cool. Alright, we probably won't worry about... Well, maybe we should go all the way. Okay. Give me electronics. So I'm pretty sure the aliens will attempt to go around the wall. We'll just keep it like this for now. We'll wait for the aliens to actually start attacking before we start making plans. Okay, well, we're gonna need to bump up science production because that's kind of lagging behind. Honestly, yeah, we're using too much iron. We need to actually up iron production of all things. Kind of why I wanted to let this go down here, but it's fine for now. No, it's not. Sure. And we'll probably just have one on the corner, just in case. Should we need that a little further in? That's going up. We need the bullets to go down. Which means... probably something like that. Means we might want one more turn. Yeah, I'm probably way over preparing for the aliens. But better to be safe than sorry. We're now protected. Actually, I kind of want to get a radar just so I can get a better idea of the surrounding area. Because, as far as we're aware, this is the only alien encampment we know about. But there's likely a lot more out there. And we don't really want them destroying our stuff before we even realize they're there. So, call me paranoid, but it wouldn't hurt to have one more protection against the aliens. Of course, we really need to get this iron production back up and running, because it is lagging behind. Oh, cool. Let's get more basic research done. Eventually, we're going to start needing green research in case you can't see. And that's a lot. That's a far more complicated process. Should just be able to put in a splitter. I still need iron. Iron is always important. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Okay, we should be able to start now improving everything. It's probably uneven. That should double our iron production. Let's see if that's able to keep us up. Turns out bullets cost a lot to make. Maybe one more expansion. Oh, we already had a few. I think the normal transport belts can handle up to 16 active inputs before the transport belts just become a bit too slow to transport it all. But we are fine for now. Very uneven. We won't worry about it. How's iron doing? Iron is falling behind, so we need a few more miners on iron. Oh, while we're here. turn this into splitters so we're not focusing too much on coal. There we go. Okay, you boys need to increase production. Go. Double production once more. Pretty easy going starting off. Yeah, good timing too, because we're going to start running out of iron here. Kind of need to keep that going. Actually, yeah, let's just finish this off. If what I said was true, then that should finish that off. Fast inserters are done. I don't know, give me heavy armor. I'm running out of things to research. And that's getting closer. Need more iron. Always need iron. Uh-oh. Yeah, now we're starting to consume more electricity than we're using. No. Alright, let me just finish this off, and then we can work on electricity. Crawling from one problem to the next. Okay. That's gonna slow everything down. I probably should have... Yeah, because I need another boiler and 2 more steam engines. So that's a lot more iron. Okay, should just be able to daisy chain this here. Yep. Not a lot of space in between, so I probably want to separate them out at some point in the future. Probably the next go around. And I hate to use the burners, but I don't exactly want these to fail once electricity starts to fail. Pollution's still doing pretty nice. Alright, electricity is back to normal now. Alright, how are we doing on iron? Are we... We might actually need more iron, jeez. Oh, fast inserters. Alright, fast inserters are good because they're faster than inserters. Pretty simple. Filter inserters, basically you can filter what they grab off of a line. So if you have a mixed iron plate and coal line, then you can just have them, if you have a mixed iron ore and coal line, you can make it to where they can only grab the coal. Although, normally, probably just want to split it up earlier than that. So I'm sure it has its uses, but I've never found it. Green science. Yeah, as you can see, green science requires a transport belt and inserters in order to craft. Funnily enough, when we do automate those, we probably do want a separate line just for our personal use, just to make it so we don't have to constantly craft those. And I don't know if you noticed, transport belts requires iron plates and iron gears. We already produced those, so that's pretty simple. Inserters, though, those also require electronic circuits. And for electronic circuits, that requires copper cables, which requires copper plates. So, not too much more advanced, but it is a few more ingredients. Jeez. Always need the iron. Always with the iron. Those are being fed. We have 6 of them. I think 3 more ought to do it. 4 could probably guarantee it, but I think we're safe with 3. I'm gonna go for 4. Alright, that should slowly automate itself. I was wanting a radar, right? Yeah. This should actively scan the area, so we're able to see the map expand. We can also see potentially what the aliens are up to, which might be a little important coming up. I don't really have anywhere in mind, so I'm just gonna drop it here. Remember, I think if you zoom in, yeah, you can pull up the map and actually zoom in on it to see what's going on in a much further distance, but you're limited by your view. But I think the sector scanning stuff might also help with that. Just running out of stuff to research here. Oh shoot, we need more coal. electricity is nearly capped again, so I think we should do a much bigger expansion of the electrical grid. Of course, we're going to need a bit more iron for that, because we can hardly make any of these. Speaking of iron, how is it doing? We might honestly need one more drill. Jeez. I have 16 furnaces running down there. And 10 drills. Interesting. Starting to get more and more bullets. Excellent. When there is an attack, we'll be prepared. Actually, while we wait for more iron to be produced, let's expand the walls. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to put a chest here to offload a lot of this unnecessary baggage. Few turrets actually. Iron, iron, iron. This is starting to back up now, which means we're now producing more iron than we're needing, which is always a good sign. This could also mean that we're overproducing, which I would not doubt. But I do like to be over-prepared rather than under-prepared. I guarantee the aliens can't get around that. Okay, we're pretty nicely boxed in now. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to put down these lights. Luckily they don't require as much iron. But this should help us see during nighttime. Won't be so dark then. Whew. This is definitely gonna help. Get some more lights in here, light up the place, illuminate. I don't know. Alright, that's probably good enough for lights. How are we doing radar-wise? Okay, we can see a bit more. That's dangerous. That's what I was worried about. Pollution's gonna reach them probably quicker than this will. And they're gonna start rushing my iron production. Oh boy. Okay, so we're actually gonna want to expand the walls out that way. Okay. Actually, how do I get bullets in there? It's a little weak to defend. We'll just daisy chain it. No, I'm not convinced by that. Okay, so we want to wall off around that iron there. Boy, trees. Ugh. Be gone, nature! nice defensive perimeter so the aliens don't catch us from behind. That's the last thing we want. Don't need some aliens getting in from the backside and screwing up our factory. We've worked hard for this. I'm not going to be taken down by some backwater alien planet. For this next. There's the aliens over there. Neat. Pollution's getting closer and closer. Okay. Let's go grab some more iron. I think electricity's still a bit questionable as well. That's something I still haven't resolved. We are still producing more than we're requiring, but it's close. So, alright. Oh yeah, iron production is doing so much better now. It's pretty backed up. All of this iron. I've needed this. Alright. Grab some more walls, produce some turrets while we're at it. There goes all the iron. I wonder if there's a way to just... That is so much easier. Alright. I wonder if copper's the one limiting me now. It was. Interesting. Never had a copper shortage yet. I could rip back to needing iron, I think. Yep. Clear this out. Too much nature. Well, I do appreciate you absorbing all the pollution I'm producing. I kind of need you out of the way so I can actually defend my production. see here. Corners are always difficult to protect, if I remember. Walls up here. There we go. I just need a few more turrets. I just like to have the corners well protected because I don't know, it's just I feel like they like to gather near the corners more. You're kind of just ignoring the pattern now. I don't have long straight walls anymore, just more and more turrets are needed. Look at them. Gross. Technically, we could go in and wipe them out. Actually, may not be a bad idea. Okay, screw the pattern. Boom. Hopefully be all the turrets we need for the time being. Because we're going to need a mountain load of transport belts for all this. So for now, we'll just put a few bullets in. Yeah, theoretically, I could probably go in and wipe it out pretty early. It's a smaller base. The only issue is that wiping out the aliens also helps evolve them? Pollution's just getting close to there. I might want to expand the gun wall out this way next then. Ugh. What a tough spot. Feel like thinking too much. Need to get ready for the aliens. That's all that matters now. Getting close. Excellent. Alright. Now I'm gonna go shore up the left defense, just because we kind of left that out. Actually, while I'm at it, I'll stop making these. We're going to cover the left side too. All right. Right enough, it works out to about there-ish. I'll just do that. Actually, I could probably just do boom. Ha! Bullets are now coming that way. And let's grab some more iron while we're here. So look at all that iron. Ah, it's beautiful. Oh, right. That would be important. Alright, this is where things get complicated. Should do for now. Oh. Whatever. Doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to defend us. I've been placing those the wrong way. Whatever. Ugh. God, it's probably not the most beautiful factory to look at. But it's functional. A nice defensive wall for these aliens here, these aliens here. And hopefully there's no other aliens, otherwise we're screwed. Alright. Well, let's finally work on increasing power production, because that's still a little too close for my liking. So we're actually going to produce... Let's go with 8. So we need 4 of these. Hopefully that should be good here. Kind of want to put like a turret here, just in case things do come this way. Just so I can have some extra defense. Maybe like a turret here. I think that's good for now. I'll load these up with 10. You will get an alert when the aliens attack. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm prepared for that. So if the aliens do attack, then I have a heads up. Alright, let's actually increase production here. Well, I think I might have a visitor. Oh, no, she's wandered away. Never mind. I don't know if you guys can hear, I won't worry about it. Bit of piping. Oh, right. That would be important. Boom, just like that, we have a lot more power. Oh yeah. 10.8 megawatts. Of course, that's also not producing a lot of pollution that way, so hopefully there's nothing up there. Actually, I have a few walls, why not? I know I'm being overly cautious, but... Nah. I should get a heads up if something does attack. Let's add some extra walls. There. Now what I have to worry about is this open field here. So just stick you there. Probably you like there. Maybe just a wall here. In case something ugly does come this way. Don't have bullets. Yeah, let's go grab some bullets. Oh, right, I'm just producing some right here. Gather up all the bullets here, so we have a bit more to work with. Which will be pretty fun. Just can't be too prepared for the alien threat. Never have enough bullets for all of them. Okay, they're not covered in pollution. They're about to be, so they're about to start causing us some issues. Luckily, we have some forests here, so these guys aren't going to be too much of an issue. But otherwise, I think we're free to go back to expanding the factory. Although, it is getting pretty late. I am relatively hungry, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Yeah. Shame that it more or less ended in me just massively building up, but what can you do? But I'll go ahead and save here. Create a new save. And yeah, hope you guys had fun. Hope that was pretty enjoyable. And hopefully I keep making more streams. Oh, right, I still need to set an actual schedule, but if you're watching this and you're curious, I do plan on streaming Monday. I'm not going to be streaming over the weekend just because I have plans, unfortunately. But Monday is the next expected stream. And hopefully I can actually come up with a schedule. Well. Alright, well, I hope you guys had fun.